Not the best deployment. Not the best deployment at all. I find the T-44, so he ends up getting lit, and I'm able to light him on fire. He uses his kit or the automatic fire extinguisher, caught it, and we close out the T-44. Not the best deployment, but I reacted to what I had. No sense going down there and dying in place. Get back to this position. Use the campy gun. See, that Astron is still back there, and I just can't figure this guy out. I don't know. He managed to lose all his hit points doing it, too. All but 11. We're up to 2,276. We blocked 2,000. 240 assists. Now the 4502 pushes in. You see this with players who tend to camp. When they get to mid to late game and they feel they're starting to win, they'll push up and I'm scouting and let me go kill this guy. Look, you're pushing into a hill where a T-26 E5 is and in a mill with a 4502 Alpha. You're not going to win that fight. The good news for him is the mill's actually pushed back. So I put a shot on this guy. Watch this. Yeah, I think this is where he takes a shot. I don't know if he... Yeah, see that shot go by? So I shifted because I was figuring he might be aiming right where I took that shot from. So I'm kind of moving around in this bush. Now I'm going to have to do something different because I can't really push up either. If I push up and try to help him, the T-26 is going to prioritize me and take me out. The good news, like I said, for the 4502 is the mill didn't show up. Then the even 90 goes raging in. And it just didn't seem like the time for me, guys. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like the counterattack. I like the aggression. The Emil was a little too far back. The even 90 actually gets in there. And I think they close the guy out. Yep, they get him dead, but we lose the even 90. And that's kind of a bummer, really. Having a scout mid to late game in any match is really good. On this map, it's extremely good. And now I'm thinking, well, 4502, I can't really help you. I'm on my reload here. And pretty soon I'm just going to bail out of this position. Because what I want to do now is I want to shift over to the other side of the map and help where the bulk of our power is. I don't really care if the mill gets up on the cap. That's a really open position and we'll be able to get in there. So we'll just fast forward this and I'll move across here. So I'm giving up a flank and it doesn't really matter. Now it could get dangerous if the UDES shifted and maybe the RHM was over there somewhere and all three of them start moving, but we still have the 4502 alive, although I think he dies here pretty quickly. So I'm going to come back over here and see if I can't help these guys. And you'll notice that the enemy team, all of their tanks are showing full hit points or very close to it. And we're down hit points, right? We're 10-7, but we're down a big chunk of hit points. Look at the damage on most of our tanks. We've been beaten up, and their guys are camping. Now, this Chrysler has posted up in a kind of bad spot. One thing about this game that's very important is there's no artillery in this game. So some of these positions people are taking and just hiding out in, more than likely I get splashed and killed or hit by artillery where I was pretty quickly. But there's no artillery, so that's informing how you play the game and how you work around it. So now I'm trying to figure out a way to get this Chrysler, and he's hulled down right there, but he's got a problem with gun depression. He's got a Lorraine on his side over there. The TS5, he's got the T44. Thinking, oh, I almost had that shot. And I'm worried about the 14.5. I'm like, where is that UDES? And it takes me too long, longer than I care to admit, to realize that he might not be there. Otherwise, I feel like our guys would be taking shots on the side, especially the T44 right there. Now, that Chrysler really wants to get up there and take out our T44, you can tell, but he's just getting hit by the guns. He's going to have to come up and over that hill, and he's not going to survive the TS5 doing that. So notice the TS5 position, the Chrysler position, the T44 position, even to some extent the Lorraine's position, are all not good or survivable positions with artillery, but they're able to play them because it doesn't exist in this game. 45-2 is still alive. 4502 is still alive. That's good. So I'm going to start carefully moving this way during the reload, and I'm going to start thinking, I don't think that UDES is over here. I don't want him to give him a free shot. I can't tank a shot. I can't take a shot. But I feel like he's not there. Otherwise, that Lorraine would have been dead, right? So he's not there. Let's move up, and I find the RHM actually moving around, which is fantastic. Catch him making a move. He doesn't have a shot on me. Now he's down low in there, and the Sturv. Sturv is up on the hill. The 4502 has died, so I do need to start thinking about that in a mill, but we also kill the Chrysler, and now it's just 2 guys left. Now it's just 2 guys left. We're going to speed this up because I go to here. What I'm worried about is where is the 14-5, and I think pretty quickly we find him behind me. The Sturv is moving back towards Cap. You have to imagine the Lorraine is coming back along the tracks. There's the Udez. I'm not reloaded, unfortunately. He moves into the middle, and I take a couple peeks here. Don't find him, so we'll speed this up. It takes a while. The Udez kills the CS-53, and the Emil gets the Lorraine, and that evens things up pretty well. We'll continue to speed it up because what we have is the Udez is going to start moving through the middle as I back out and I find him. There we go. Crit, no damage. Get a hit and a track, and thank goodness he didn't load in or fire in time. He's dead. We don't end up killing the Emil. We end up with a Cap win. 3,044 damage, 240 assist. I think another good example of taking a look at the deployment. Went to where I think the critical terrain on this map is. It just wasn't happening, right? That just wasn't going to happen. I needed to bail out of that pretty quickly, which I did. Fall back to that bush. That's about the best place you can go, I think, on that map as far as trying to keep them from pushing in. Obviously had help from the team. Guys taking side shots. Good job by the ELC on some of the things that he did. Fantastic game by him. Very critical to the win, I would say, some of the things that he did. But ultimately, a good example of, with the super heavy, campy, Uber camp meta that we have going on, when you see that kind of deployment, work with it, not against it. Work with it, not against it. That's all I've got. Thanks for tuning in, and we will see you.